Hello, Cop Talkers. Welcome to post-match reaction from Crete, Liverpool 2, Brentford 0. So, very, very impressive again from Liverpool. And, look, it's very early, I know, and it's only Brentford, it's only been Ipswich. Bigger tests to come, but Liverpool, for me, have started very well under Slot. There's a lot of talk. I'm watching a lot of the other YouTube content and the highlights and what people are saying. And what are the differences? Well, for me, the big difference is we're not as open. And that doesn't mean other teams are not going to get chances. They do. Brentford counter-attacked a couple of times on us. But the most notable difference for me to last season and seasons before is when we lose the ball, there's 6-7 players back very quickly to stop the other team just walking through us, and that is a big change as far as I'm concerned. Huge. There's a bit more of a controlled approach to how we play, and we saw it in the last couple of seasons with Klopp as well. That kind of white knuckle football is not happening anymore, and it was starting to not happen under Klopp as well. You had a bit more of a controlled approach, how they were attacking, more patient, and that is definitely continued. And there's a lot more passing, and it's probing, and I think Slot said it himself. You'd rather keep the ball, not play the most difficult pass, unless it's really on. And I think that's the message he's getting through to the players. There was a couple of times we lost the ball, and you could see he was a bit frustrated because they're not listening to him, in terms of all the time. But that will come. Look, I think he can be very pleased with himself. And another thing I like about him, he's not trying to be Klopp in interviews. He's being himself. He's talking. He's very authentic. He's not trying to crack too many jokes. He's not trying to fist pump. He's not doing all of that. He's being himself, and I like that. He's being his own person. In terms of the game, yeah. I mean, in terms of other differences, well, the 4-2-3-1. That's a different kind of formation now. The two sort of holding midfielders, double pivot, whatever it is they call it. That is another thing. But for me, what I like the most is there's a control about Liverpool, and yes, we still are giving the ball away, still a bit sloppy on occasion, but when we do lose the ball, we're retrieving it quickly, and there's a lot of players back. And Brentford are a good side, and let's make no mistake about it. Brentford counter-attack quick. They got quick players, dangerous players. And, we had to be on it, and we were. And defensively very good. Restricted them to a few chances. They had a couple of good moments where crosses into the box. I think one where this header, I don't know how the guy didn't score. But, saying that, and there was another one right at Alisson as well in the second half, which he saved. So, listen, so far so good. For me, a lot of good performances today. Man of the match, Diaz, without a doubt. He looks really on it. Really on it. He had a good Copa America, and he's come back this season, and he looks a different player. He looks like he's a man now. He's not a young player now. He's a man. 27, I think he is. He's in the peak of his career right now, and hopefully this season is going to be the season we've all hoped for him. Szoboszlai, I think, is in the team. He's a very skillful player. He is, and he's got a lot of qualities. But he's in it for his engine. That boy runs all day long. He's very fit, and he's got legs, and it gives us the legs in midfield, which you could argue, say, before he came, we didn't have like the last season with Henderson and Milner and players like that. We lacked the legs. Not now. Gravenberch has impressed in that defensive midfield role. He looks good. He looks solid. He can receive the ball under pressure, and he's technically good. And he can run forward as well. He's got energy as well. McAllister's started well this season. Very intelligent footballer. Lovely bits of skill. Little nice back heel towards Robertson. Nice move he made in the game. Salah played well. Jota played well as well, without looking like he was going to score too much. But Jota, for the goal, great breakaway goal. Great breakaway goal. You know, and that has not changed. Liverpool have the players to do that, and they've had them for the last 5-6 years. So that hasn't changed. So decent breakaway. And listen, I think Slot as well has been clever. He's not trying to change too much. So for me, Diaz, man of the match, without a doubt. Van Dijk was okay as well, good. Konate was good, solid. Robertson should have had a couple of goals, to be honest with you. He played well. Trent played well, a couple of great passes. I mean, he's such a talented boy. He's such a talented player. You know, Alisson assured in goal. Very happy with the start we've made. You know, I definitely feel we're going to be in and around it at the top of the league. I mean, to win it would be a dream in Slot's first season, but you know, we're going to be up there, I think, you know, the way we've started anyway. Get your comments in below. What do you think? Who do you think was man of the match? Let me know. Just quickly now to talk about some other stuff. The contract situation with Trent, Van Dijk, Salah. I mean, if you look, Trent was upset he got substituted, but I like the fact Slot went and spoke to him. Whether Trent's happy or not is immaterial. Listen, the manager looks after his players, and if you look at his injury history when he was at Feyenoord, it wasn't too bad. I mean, all right, the Eredivisie is not as intense as the Premier League, we know that, but he's not going to not manage the players' time. And that's probably what he's explaining to Trent. Look, I need you for the whole season, and I don't want to burn you out and play every game, every minute of every game early in the season. I want you fresh right through the season. And we've got Conor Bradley. You can't just keep that guy on the bench and not play him. He's a great player as well. So, listen, I think Trent is going to have to accept he's going to be sub sometimes. And listen, talking about their contracts now, the three of them. Van Dijk's interview was a bit cagey. You know, he said he's happy. Let's see what happens this season and beyond. We'll talk about it later. Look, he's not saying he's staying, but he's not saying he's going either. So I think, look, we have to be calm. If Van Dijk decides to go, listen, he's a Liverpool legend. He's been amazing for the club. I don't want him to go. But if that's what he chooses to do, then that's his choice. Trent, again, Liverpool legend, come through the academy since he's been at the club since he was 8 years old. You know, immensely, hugely talented player. I mean, he will go down as joining Steven Gerrard as one of the great Liverpool players if he stays. And he's already in the conversation as one of the best players we've had. He's up there, definitely. Sheer ability. And what he's won in his young career so far. Now, if he stays at Liverpool, I'm sure he'll win trophies. Does he want to stay? Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. I'm pretty sure the club want to keep him. But that's up to him again, you know, and if he leaves, he leaves. And great players have left Liverpool, man, and we've still continued to be successful. Steven Gerrard left Liverpool. We won the league. We won the Champions League. So, listen, be calm. You know, a lot of Liverpool fans melting down. We don't need the negativity. You know, Mo Salah. Do we want Mo Salah to stay? Yes, we want Mo Salah to stay. But if he leaves, he leaves. And that's another one. We can't... What we're going to do? You know, cry about this? No. We have to get on with it. The team is a great team we've got at the moment. We've got looks like a good manager. The stadium, the setup behind the scenes, the training facility, everything about the club is in good shape. So let us be calm. And no signings, yeah, it's disappointing. I like signings as much as the next Liverpool fan. and I wish we would sign players, but they tried to sign one. Zubimendi chose to stay at his club. What can we do about that? They tried everything to get him, and he didn't want to come in the end. So you have to respect that. And look, and it could be a fact of maybe people are, other top players who are thinking about coming to Liverpool are thinking, well, what's happening with Trent, Van Dijk and Salah? They want to come to a team that's got great players in it. So maybe they're thinking, let's see what happens. So maybe this transfer window won't be amazing and we may not sign anyone. Although I'd find that hard to believe that we're not going to sign any players at all. We've let players go, so there is money there to sign a player. So, or two, I would say, but we'll see. We'll see what the club decide to do. I just think we need to now let's get behind the team, get behind the manager, and let's have a great season, because I think we can have that great season. I think we don't want negativity. We had it. I was at the Atalanta game last year, and just before that game, there was a protest about the season ticket prices going up, and I think it spoiled the atmosphere in the game. And look, I'm not saying that's why we lost, but I don't think it helped. It was a quarter-final of a European competition, and there was a muted kind of atmosphere. People complaining about season ticket prices. I mean, come on. This is not Liverpool, man. We don't wash our laundry in public like that. And the season ticket prices have remained the same for 2, 3, 4 years, whatever it was, and they were putting them up by a very small percentage. Come on. I didn't agree with that. And I know, look, times are hard and money's tight and everyone's struggling in some way or another. I get that. But, we don't want the negativity transmitting to the pitch. We really don't. Anyway, that's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think, man. I'm interested to hear. Yeah. Comment. There's comment section. Please make comments. Let me know what you think. Am I talking rubbish? Tell me if I am. I'm open. I'm open to constructive feedback. No problem. Happy with the start. Looking forward to next Sunday and Man United. And that will be, well, obviously it's going to be a proper test next Sunday. Brentford and Ipswich, we should beat them. But still, in the Premier League, nothing's guaranteed. But Man United is going to be a proper test away from home. So let's see what we can do there. I'm confident, and I want all of you to be confident too. Have a great week, everyone. Till the next one.